Hey guys, this is Marissa and welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Wife, where we talk about budgeting tips to help you win with money. Today I have an exciting video for you guys. It is my March 2019 budget with me, and I love doing these videos showing you how we plan to allocate every dollar that we bring in for our budget. And today's video is actually even more exciting because we have some additional income that is coming in this month, and so we are really going to be reaching some serious financial goals, and so I'm excited to show you guys. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I also want to let you guys know that if you are interested in the budget template that I am using today, you can actually get it for $5 on my Etsy shop. I will go ahead and leave a link to that down in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get into the budget. Alright, so here we are in the budget in Excel, and this top green section is our income. So as always, I have Jacob's income and my income individually blocked out, but I do show you our side hustle income. So this month, The Budgeting Wife, my business here, I plan to take home $1,216.51. So I'll show that to you guys down here. So in this the budgeting wife section, I plan to bring in $290 from ad revenue, and that is what I make from YouTube. Just YouTube ads that you guys watch when you watch my videos, so thank you for that. And then I plan to bring in $100 for affiliate revenue. So when I am budgeting for my business, I budget very conservatively. I know that I'm going to be bringing in income because a lot of what I earn for this month actually came from earning it a couple months ago. I just get paid out a couple months later. So I'm able to figure out about how much I'm going to be making, but I always budget conservatively. And then if I make more during the month, then it's just an extra bonus that I get to add to the budget. So since this is a variable income, that is how I like to budget this. So affiliates, I plan to bring in at least $100. Freelance is going to be $500. I have a freelance project going on, which is great. And then courses, you guys, I have recently launched a course called the Freedom from Student Loans course, showing you everything you need to know about paying off student loans. And so that course went up in January, so I'll get paid out for the courses that I sold here in March. And I'm really excited about it. The course has been awesome. I know that a few of you guys have also signed up for it, and it's just been a lot of fun getting to interact with you guys. So if you're interested in the course, I'll have a link to it in the description box down below. And then Etsy, I plan to make $175 from Etsy this month, and that is just all the budget templates that I sell on my shop. So thank you guys for your support in that as well. So overall, I plan to bring in $1,616.51 for my business, but I plan to spend $200 this month for my business, and I just allocate $200 a month for spending each month. And then I also plan to put $200 away to business savings. I am going to be going to FinCon in September, so I just want to start saving for some of those bigger costs. So I plan to put $200 away. And so the take home that I will be making is $1,216.51, which is what is up here. This next section of other income is actually our tax refund. We finished our taxes, well, we had a CPA finish our taxes, and we learned that we got a pretty nice refund. Now, I'm not the person who actually tries to get a refund, but with some additions that we had this year, it just ended up working out that we had a refund. So can't complain about that. So for federal and state, we plan to bring in $2,174 between the two. And so hopefully those should land in March. So that is the additional income we're bringing in, which brings our total income to $8,490.51. So this is a huge extra income month. Very excited about that. I had a great business month, and that additional tax refund definitely helps. So now let's get into showing you where we plan to allocate every dollar that we brought in. So this top section here, these three lines that I have blocked out are our giving. So Jacob and I are Christians, and we believe in giving to our church and other organizations. So we definitely do give in our budget, but I just have that blocked out for privacy. And next we have our rent, which is always $14.55. And since we had a bigger income month, as you can see, that's only 17% of our budget this month, which is great. Utilities, this is our water, garbage, sewer that our apartment charges us for. It will be $62.78 this month. They sent us a little slip of paper a few weeks before the end of the month showing us how much we will owe. Electric, this month we plan to spend $70. I think this is going to be our highest month because this is February's heat bill. February was actually really cold for us. We live in Portland, Oregon. We had a tiny bit of snow, not really anything, but it's just been really cold, like low 30s the entire time. So we are not going to freeze ourselves out. So we plan that we'll probably spend around $70 on electric this month. Internet, as usual, is $39.99. Phone's $108, so this is my cell phone and Jacob's cell phone. Car insurance is $153.86, and that is our new higher rate. I know that I talked about that before, that we got a new car and we knew that our insurance rate would go up, so it just went up like $10, I think, so not much at all, but so that's our new rate for car insurance. Groceries, we plan to spend $250, and that's our usual spending. Eating out is $50 as per usual. Gas, we plan to spend $150. As we have received a new car, we drive a Corolla now instead of a Tacoma, so we get a lot better gas mileage. So we have actually been pretty much under the $150 mark, so I may even start lowering that down a little bit more as we are just trying to get in the habit of filling up and what that's going to look like in our budget, but we've been really thankful to have a lower gas cost. My Roth IRA, we put $200 into that a month. Household, we have $50 allocated for household spending, like paper towels, toilet paper, those sorts of things. Fun, we have $50 set for fun sorts of things that we do either just the two of us or with friends. And then miscellaneous is $100. You always need a miscellaneous category in your budget. Don't forget that one. So the grand total of all of these expenses comes to $3,568.68. And that ended up being 42% of our overall budget. So now to get into all the fun things where we are working on our financial goals. These savings items, the sinking funds, I recently did a video all about sinking funds, and so these are all of the sinking funds that we save for. I will go ahead and leave a link to that video up above so you can check it out and learn more about what a sinking fund is and different sinking funds that you may want to consider in your budget. But the first line item that we have in our sinking fund is the emergency fund, and we always have $10,000 in that. We finished our emergency fund last May, so it's just sitting pretty in our budget here, not spending anything or adding to it. Next, we have Jacob's money. So Jacob gets $100 a month in personal spending, and we put this in the sinking funds area because we want to be able to either spend it or save it rather than it just being a spend it in the month, and if you don't, then it's gone. So instead, each of us gets $100 and we can choose to either spend it or save it. So Jacob's definitely been saving up his money, so we'll see what he decides to do with that. So we each get $100. Extra giving, we put $50 a month into an extra giving fund, and we love being able to do this. When we were getting out of debt, it was hard to be able to say yes to additional giving opportunities, but this fund has really allowed us to do that, and so we incorporated this in our budget even when we were in debt as just an additional little bit of money that we could use to say yes. If an opportunity came up that someone needed help or something, we could just easily already have that money set aside in our budget. So that's what the $50 is. Vacation, we're putting $300 a month into vacation. We are going to Hawaii in May, and we are very excited about it. And so we are actually going with my family, so we're just covering the cost of our airfare and then some meals and activities when we're there. So we don't have to pay for a hotel, which is great, but we want to make sure that we're able to do fun activities. So we're saving a little bit here for that. Christmas, we're putting $20 a month into our Christmas fund so that by December it'll be fully funded and we won't have to worry about it. I know this is really a small amount to put every month towards Christmas, but it'll just be nice that come December we won't even have to think about money for Christmas. Car maintenance, we're putting $50 a month into a car maintenance fund. We started this when we got our new Corolla, and that's just because we want to make sure that we're taking good care of our cars and keeping up to date on things that need to be taken care of. And as we've gotten this new car, we've definitely put a little bit of money into it, getting it up to date on certain things, like we got a backup camera for it, and we also know that we are going to need new tires for it, but there's just all those little things that you have to do to take good care of a car, so we are saving for it $50 a month. And then clothing, you guys, we definitely need money in this clothing budget. We're putting $200 this month into a clothing budget. We normally don't spend any money on clothing. I couldn't even tell you the last time that we have, but this week I went to work, and in the middle of the day I went to go do like a a lunchtime workout, and so I changed into my yoga pants, and I realized that the jeans I was wearing had a gaping hole in them. You guys, I talked about it on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely go follow me at The Budgeting Wife. But it was so embarrassing. The hole was like this big in my pants, like up the back. I was like, that is so terrible. And then the shirt I was wearing also had like a hole in the armpit, and I was like, it is time for us to get new clothes. I will not walk around with huge holes in my clothes. So with that being said, we're just gonna give ourselves a little bit of money to spend on clothing, and since we did have such a high income month we're planning for in March, they definitely feel the freedom to be able to spend money on that. And then we have our car fund, which we are not putting any more money into, and we do have money sitting aside. I also forgot to mention the black part here is all blocked out because I haven't showed you guys our February budget report, and that will be coming out soon. So you'll have to wait for that video to come up before you see our balances for our sinking funds. And then finally, our house fund. This is what we are working on. This is our big financial goal right now, is saving for a down payment on a house. We hope to have $20,000 in our house fund by fall, so we can be able to make our first home purchase, which we are really excited about. And this month ended up being huge for us. In this goal, we're able to put $4,101.83 to the house fund. That is our goal for this month with our budget, and that is going to be a huge chunk of change, which also just goes to show when you have months where you have extra income, you don't need to increase your lifestyle a whole lot. Sure, we gave ourselves $200 to add to clothing, but besides that, everything else went straight to our financial goals, which is huge. So if you can continue to maintain the same lifestyle and have your income go up, you are able to accomplish so many additional things. So that is what we're working on right now, is our house fund. So I am really excited for March and hope that that will go well. The last thing I wanted to show you guys, in previous budget report and budget with me videos, I was talking about adding an investing section to our budget, and so I actually have recently done that. So I'm going to show this to you guys, and I'm still trying to work this out, so I'm sure that it'll change as time goes on, but I'm just trying to actually get it in the budget now. So this is just a below the line area where I'm going to be keeping track of our investments and saving for retirement. So here I have this investing section, and we are putting 10.16% of our gross annual income into retirement right now, which is actually great, considering we're also saving for a down payment on a house. So once we're done saving for the house, we'll definitely increase our retirement savings a lot more, but for now I'm actually really pleased that we are putting a little over 10% into retirement. So here we have a 401k, and we are putting $416.67 into that. This is Jacob's retirement plan at his work, and he puts in a percentage of his income and then also gets an employer match, so that those are both being calculated in there. And then I'm not showing the percentages of this because then that would just, you know, give away how much we each individually make. But then I have a 403b because I work for a nonprofit, and for me, I also get an employer match, but it only happens once a year. So this is just my retirement contribution savings is $187.50. So we are both putting money into our 401k and 403b through work, and then we have my Roth IRA that we are putting money into that you see up here in our budget separately, the $200. So as a total, we're putting $804.17, hopefully, to retirement this month. And again, which is really encouraging looking at where we are right now in our finances. I also have the beginning and ending balances blocked out here, so you guys will have to stay tuned for the February 2019 budget report, where you will get to see the ending balances for our investing, and then I plan to continue on showing you guys what our investing is looking like, and also giving you like a little net worth update each month at the budget report. So definitely stay tuned for those as months goes on. So definitely stay tuned for those as the months go on. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I think that that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget that you can check out my budget template with the link in the description box below. For $5, you can get this exact same budget template that I use every single month in Excel. Let me know if you have any questions, or leave me a comment down below and let me know what is one thing that you're planning for in your March budget. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to be part of my little YouTube family here. And with that, I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action.